They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Third down. Here's McCaffrey. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So the snow obviously wreaking havoc with a kicking game. That's now his third missed field goal.
And you know kickers are creatures of habit, but kicking in the snow, that forces you to change just about everything. Your run-up, your plant, your follow-through, they're all a little bit different, and it costs him again here.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Derek Rivers in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third and long, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play for the Raiders on third down. 54 yards. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, Success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run again here with Gallman. And down he'll go at the 25. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking from the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. To throw his Carr. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Carr going to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run with McCaffrey. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
New England on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Carr to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big gain of 38 there on third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. Here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. He's back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. Being chased. Touchdown, Raiders.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion. And now the Raiders will face an important two-point conversion attempt here. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by DRHsDaMann's. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. In motion, Gronkowski. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. New England on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Gallman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. 20. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. He'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Carr. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Nothing easy about that one, and these elements in the snow, but he's able to put it home in what looks to be the game winner.
And you know, I had problems with the footing just walking from the bus to the stadium. I can't imagine being called to kicking this stuff with the game on the line. But he appeared to have 0 issues whatsoever.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. We've seen some long field goals to win games, and they've got to give their kicker a chance here. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And this isn't going to get there. It's no good. Didn't get enough leg on it. Not what you'd expect from an NFL kicker. And it's going to be the final act of this ball game. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost a game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making a whole lot of big kicks before so that the occasional miss doesn't hurt you going forward.
So for the Raiders, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for New England, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
Show up, show up, show up, show up.